Good day, class. So I welcome you to this is Module 10, and I welcome you to class. So this is Module 10, and as we've known that this will definitely be the last video for this course speech writing, and the topic to be addressed in this module is the review of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech. So after all the discussion we've had previously in the previous modules, that is from module 1 to 9. So we think analyzing or reviewing a speech, that is the president's speech, will be helpful and serve as an example for for us to have a good speech and a proper speech. So and it is will be analyzed based on the structure, that is the introduction, how it is written, the introductory part, the body, and and the conclusion, which are the main um, formats of structure of speech writing. That is the body, the introduction, and the conclusion. So now let's move on. For the contents of the module, we have the full text of the speech, the review of the speech, the introduction, the body, the conclusion, then and the conclusion for this module and the whole course. So now we have the introduction. In this module, we'll be analyzing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's address, a speech of significance as it was delivered during Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary celebration on October 1st, 2025. As you could see, this is mostly like a recent speech given by the president. So we have the full text of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 65th independence anniversary. So for the president's national broadcast delivered on October 1st, 2025, marking Nigeria's 65th anniversary to 65th anniversary of independence from British colonial rule. This address holds profound significance as it is not only commemorates the nation's journey since 1960, highlighting triumphs, setbacks, and enduring resilience, but also serves as a strategic platform for the administration to outline the ongoing economic reforms, celebrate the measurable progress, and rally citizens towards unified vision of prosperity and self-reliance, delivered amid a backdrop of global economic uncertainties and domestic challenges. The speech underscores themes of renewal, accountability, and collective patriotism, positioning the anniversary as a pivotal moment for reflection and renewed commitment to nation building. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's address to the nation on Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary is a comprehensive and optimistic speech which highlights the country's progress, challenges, and future prospects. So now the review of the speech. Let's go to the review of the speech. The speech begins with an introduction that sets the tone for the rest of this address. President Tinubu acknowledges the sacrifices of Nigeria's founding fathers and the significance of independence. So that is, he acknowledged, he dated it back. So he dated it back from the achievements, the sacrifices of the founding fathers. So now, and emphasizing the need to honor their vision, the vision of these founders, and build a strong, prosperous, and united nation. He then goes on to discuss the country's history, highlighting the challenges and setbacks that Nigeria has faced, including economic hardship, insecurity, and population growth. The speech is divided into several sections, with each with a clear theme. The first section focuses on the country's history and the challenges it has faced. The president attributes the nation's setback to mismanagement, oil theft, unsustainability, subsidies, and a distorted foreign exchange regime, stating that we inherited an economic battered by mismanagement, oil theft, all system, all research, all theft, all system, all sustainable subsidies, and a distorted foreign exchange regime that benefited a few at the expense of the many. The second section highlights the achievements of the Tinubu administration, including the economic reforms, reduced inflation, growing foreign reserves, and improved investor confidence. So the president mentions notable achievements such as the expansion of access to credits for small businesses and farmers, investment in agriculture, and the construction of infrastructure projects. The third section focuses on the importance of patriotism and collective effort in building a great nation. The president also appeals to the audience to focus on the unlimited possibilities that Nigeria has, rather than dwelling on its imperfections and problems. He states, "Let us be a nation of producers, not just consumers. Let us farm our land and build factories to process our produce. Let us patronize Made in Nigeria goods." The speech concludes with a call to action, urging Nigerians to join him in transforming the nation. The president promises to provide visionary and committed leadership and outlines his plans for improving education, healthcare, and the economy. So now we have the body. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 65 Independence Day address was delivered on October 1st, 2025. It is a tightly structured, evidence-heavy broadcast that departs from the usual ceremonial tone and function more like a mid-term economic report card to the nation. Yeah. It moves in four clear phases: a reverent nod to the heroes of 1960 and unfinished nation-building business, a frank diagnosis of the nearly collapsed economy inherited in 2023. The speech can be said that is deliberately accessible. Sentences are short, declarative, and repetitive in their use of "we", a rhetorical choice that binds government and citizens together in both the pain of them and in both of them of reform and the pride of recovery. Yet beneath the plain language lies sophisticated persuasion, sharp contrast between a consumption-driven past and a production-driven present. So now, let's move on by citing specific verifiable figures. That is 4.23 GDP growth, inflation down to 20.12%, five consecutive trade surplus, a stock management index, and the likes. Those are the statistics being given in this speech. We have conclusion of the review. In his concluding remarks, President strikes a tone of resolute hope tempered by realism. He candidly admits that the reform have inflicted temporary pains and that inflation and the high cost of living remain serious concern. Yet he insists the alternative, allowing the country to slide into bankruptcy, was unthinkable. So the sacrifices he declares are already yielding a new foundation, cast in concrete, not on quicksand. Success, he says, will ultimately be measured not merely by macroeconomic statistics, but by the practical realities of food on tables, quality education, electricity in homes, and safety in communities. He then pivots from government action to national duty. The federal government will continue fixing the economic plumbing, but citizens and subnational leaders must now turn on the taps of productivity, innovation, and enterprise. An entrepreneur, also in a series of direct imperatives, let us farm our land. By saying let us farm our land, build factories, patronize Made in Nigeria goods, pay our taxes, put Nigeria first. He issues a clear call for a shift from consumption to production. Now, in conclusion, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech addressed the nation on the Independence Day, 65th anniversary Independence Day, is a thorough and hopeful speech that emphasizes the country's achievements, challenges, and future possibilities. The speech is organized effectively, as we could see, and the language remains straightforward and accessible. The president's message is unequivocal. Nigeria has the potential to become a great nation, and then it is the responsibility of the individual. So now, if we look at this speech, it is well organized and structured, which started from the history to and took a gradual step to all the parts that needs to be touched: the history, the economic situation of the country, the solution, and the statistics and the growth, the changes, the growth that we've had so far, by giving us these different statistics to serve as proof. Thank you.